VAWA stands for Violence Against Women's Act. Part of the Violence Against Women's Act, there's a small provision that allows people who are in an abused relationship, whether it's violence in a marriage or extreme emotional abuse in a marriage, to file on their own for their green cards, whether you're a woman or a man, whether you're in a same-sex relationship or marriage, or whether you are in a traditional marriage. If there's violence in the marriage, physical, extreme emotional abuse, the law does not require you to stay in that marriage and keep getting abused. That's the purpose of the law. They want people to leave the marriage and still be able to get a green card. They don't want people to stay in a marriage and keep getting abused just to get that green card. But VAWA stands for Violence Against Women's Act, part of a bigger law.
I filed for I-360 on July 2020, and I have received few prima facie ever since. And then on November 22nd last year, I received the work authorization category C31 with another prima facie. But my problem is that I didn't receive the approval letter yet. I'm just wondering where my case is right now.
You have an I-360 pending. You got a prima facie. They didn't make a decision on your case. VAWAs are taking over 3 years right now. How long is your VAWA pending?
It's about 2.5 years.
Okay, so your case is in line to make a decision. It's about a 3-year process these days. Did you file an adjustment application?
I did about a month ago. But the thing is, I received the work authorization category C31, so I looked it up. And what I think is that it's been approved. So I looked it up.
If you got a work permit under C31, then your VAWA has been approved.
Right, because I looked it up on their website, and it says, like, the case history, and it says that was approved on November 28th, but I have not received the approval letter yet.
Okay,
well, so I'm just wondering.
It should have been mailed to you, and if it hasn't been mailed to you yet, you can request a copy, a duplicate approval mailed to you. You could also do a FOIA and request a copy of your immigration records.
I filed a VAWA I-360. 2 weeks ago, I discovered my I-360 was approved.
Too late.
And now, okay, it's too late?
Too late. As soon as you get married, that ends the I-360. So you got to go with the second wife now.
Okay, I don't know why they approve it. That's why
because they probably didn't realize that you're married. Sometimes the left hand doesn't know the right hand.
I don't need to use the VAWA no more.
Nope, you can't. You got married.
How many years do you get with an approved VAWA and adjustments filed together, and how many years do you have to file for citizenship?
You get your green card for life. Once you get it through VAWA, you can file for citizenship 3 years after you getting your green card. If the abuse was at the hands of a U.S. citizen, 5 years if it was at the hands of a permanent resident.
I was married to a U.S. citizen. I got my green card. We had buy a van, and he mash it up and he moved out and gone live with somebody else.
What do you mash up?
We bought a van.
Oh, a van. Okay. And he smashed it up. Okay.
Yeah. He mashed it up and he didn't want me to fix it. And I said, no, I'm not fixing it. He don't help with anything. So he moved out and go live with someone else. So we got a divorce and everything. So I put in my paper by VAWA to waive my conditional of green card.
Mm-hmm.
I got married I think a month ago. So I don't know if that's going to cause a problem.
No, you getting married won't cause a problem, but you have to complete the I-751 process before you do anything. You married another U.S. citizen?
No, it's a Jamaican. I did the process because I get 48 months.
I understand that. You have to remove the conditions of your residence and get it approved, and now have been a resident for more than 5 years before you can file for anybody else.
Oh.
So you still have to get that case approved.
My husband basically up and leaves me since he got a citizenship. If I divorce him, do I have to do a VAWA? I recently filed the stuff. It's basically, it seems like I'm in the marriage by myself. And where I was living at, I just recently moved because my daughter was getting sick by the house with lead. So basically I'm in a homeless shelter, and he said he's not helping me with anything. So I am going through it.
It seems like there's certainly financial abuse by him of you, and you're in a shelter and you're in a bad situation. But even if you're in a shelter, the people in the shelter should be able to assist you in filing a VAWA claim. or you can, have a consultation with me if I don't know if you have money or not, though. It's your issue.
I am the brokest.
The brokest broke. There's a non-for-profit that can assist you as well. People in the shelter should be able to point you. There's different groups like Safe Horizons and Highest. You can Google them online. They have free attorney help for VAWA victims, so you can try that as well.
Okay, and with the VAWA case, it will definitely help me.
A VAWA case would get you a work permit, and it would get you a prima facie if you're able to prove all the elements of your VAWA and help you get government assistance.
I sent in my VAWA application in October without my medical exam. Is it okay if I send in my medical exam right away when it's done, or should I wait until they ask for it?
Wait until they ask for it.
I applied for VAWA,
Uh-huh.
and it was approved.
Right.
Now I'm waiting for I-45. It's been like 2 months now. In that case, it's mentioned there, the office has jurisdiction on your case, when to know, something like that. So what it has happened and what's going on in my case, I just want to know.
What does it say? The jurisdiction is with what? What does it say about jurisdiction?
I-485.
Mm-hmm.
That's what. So how long it's going to take? I just want to a little bit know about it, this one.
I can tell you if your I-360 is approved, they should, within about a year, give or take a couple months one way or the other, and depending on what area of the United States you're in, a good guess, and it's an absolute guess, I have no idea, but a good guess is 1 year from the time of the approval of the I-360.
Anything which I have to worry about it in these cases?
When your I-360 is approved, I don't know about worry, but what's going to happen is you're going to get an interview. And at that interview, they may question you about the evidence or your statements that you submitted on behalf of your I-360 to get it approved, to make sure what you're saying was truthful. There was no fraud. They may also ask you questions about your entry. They may ask you questions that are all determined to determine whether or not you're admissible to the United States. Do you have a criminal record? Have you ever lied to the government? All the things, there's a list on the I-485. It's page after page after page. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Have you ever done this? Yes or no. Have you ever done this? Yes or no. And it's page after page after page. Those are all things that would make you inadmissible if you answer yes or no, depending on what the question was. So they're going to ask you about all that stuff. And if there's anything in your background or history or skeletons in your background, yeah, expect to be asked it. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.